Hi, my name is Mike Holwig. I'm the author of Pain-Free Foods Digestive Disorder series and hangout or broadcast YouTube videos going to be on why or how we know that diverticulitis, Crohn's, and even celiac are actually the same disease. So I'm going to explain this as quickly as I can. I'm not going to get into it in depth. First of all, I'm not a doctor. What I'm about to tell you is just my opinion, but it's my opinion based on many, many thousands of clients that my daughter and I have helped through these various disorders. So I think it carries a little weight, but I will also tell you that what I'm about to tell you is complete standard medical knowledge and scientific university data and protocols and practices. So with that said, I will tell you that as Rachel and I coach people and help people through this disorder, coach them through the diet that we provide and so forth, we get a lot of data back. And one of the things that we noticed in our coaching and also in our research is that from what we've read, doctors, even gastroenterologists, misdiagnose digestive disorders as much as 60% of the time. And a lot of times our clients are also doctors' patients, and they're seeing their doctor while they're on our program. And it is not uncommon at all for someone to tell us at the beginning that they have this issue, say colitis, and 6 months later at another checkup say, yeah, my doctor said that it's actually not colitis, it's diverticulitis. And of course, a lot of times the doctor will say, oh, now you have progressed to this disorder or that, but that even further bolsters what we're about to tell you. Basically, in our opinion, the digestive disorders are unique in a way. So a lot of diseases like meningitis or measles or cancer, heart disease, a lot of things in most cases are caused by some pathogen. Not so much heart disease, mentioned, are often caused by a microbe, a bacteria, a virus, mutating cells, free radicals, mutating into tumorous growth and so forth. In the case of digestive disorders, they are labeled by a condition that we describe as overacidification or damage due to overacidification. So the way that a doctor typically diagnoses these disorders is simply based on the conditions or symptoms that you exhibit. So as they do a colonoscopy in one patient, and they see an ulcerated area of the colon, they'll say, well, you have ulcerative colitis. If they use a microscope to see certain conditions, then it's microscopic colitis. And then they divide it up into either collagenous or ischemic. If during the colonoscopy they perceive that you have, say, polyps or diverticula, which are little aneurysms pushing outward through the colon wall, then you have diverticulitis. Now they don't go, and in the case of Crohn's, normally if a person has an autoimmune disruption, and that's obvious in the form of inflammation and rashes and internal rashes and things that lead them to believe it's gone to this level, then they call it Crohn's disease. If you have any or many of those symptoms and you have a sensitivity or allergy to gluten, then they call it a completely different disease. In that case, they'll tell you you have celiac disease. And that's all fine. I have no problem with it. But when one thing we've noticed is that doctors and medical universities do not cure these diseases, ever. And so to try to help people come out of this disease and eliminate their symptoms, and at the very least reduce their symptoms and get their life back in order to where they can work and function and enjoy life, we had to think than doctors. And again, I want to make it clear, I am not a doctor, and I do not know 1/100th of what a doctor knows about the functions of the human body. What I had to do, and what my daughter and I do, is try to think outside of what doctors know. And to me, they overcomplicate it. They delve into the symptoms and the microscopes and the various in-depth complications of the symptoms, have these powerful drugs and powerful antibiotics. And do you think those things help or hurt your digestive tract? The answer is obvious. I don't like to say it because I don't like to be accused of practicing medicine, but the answer is obvious. And so we believe that the only thing that causes these different inflammations, acidifications, stripping of the mucosal lining, acid scarring in the digestive tract from the esophagus all the way to the rectum, what causes this is stomach acid. It's very simple. It's too much hydrochloric acid in the digestive tract, usually complicated by the compromising of the mucosal lining before the acid actually scarring tissue, eroding holes in the tissue called ulcerative colitis, or thinning the wall of the colon so much that when you're bloated and pressurized, it causes small aneurysms in the colon. Now you have diverticulitis, they'll call that diverticulitis. I don't care what they call it. The bottom line is, to me, they're all the same disease. It's a disease of conditions and symptoms. And diet, in my opinion, is one to, if not get rid of the disease, at least eliminate the symptoms. Please, for more information, either watch some of my other videos or go to either diverticulitis.com, colitispainfreefoods.com, or Crohn's painfreefoods.com. And you can read some of our free articles and so forth there. And for most people, that helps them out quite a bit. Thanks.